Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm the Survival Architect, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at this relatively lag-friendly Tileable Piglin Bartering system sitting here behind me. Now, for those who don't know, when you're in the nether and you give a piglin a piece of gold, he'll look at it for a little while and then he'll throw out some sort of useful item, some of which can be found in these chests here. Soul sand is one of them, obsidian, crying obsidian, gravel, fire resistance potions, blackstone apparently. It's a very, very useful thing to put together. It means that you don't have to go out and collect these things by hand, especially obsidian, which can be kind of painful to collect. It's really, really helpful, especially if you have a lot of gold and from a gold farm, and especially if you have more than one of these guys sitting here. So, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this system here, how to build it, and then why it is still tileable. Because I know I'm going to see comments saying, this isn't tileable, stop saying it's tileable. Trust me, it is. 2 wide tileable. One piglin here, another one can go here, another one can go here. It works. I've tested it. It works. So I'm going to show you this system in today's video. Let's jump straight into it now. The first thing I need to explain to you guys is what each color of concrete means. This lime concrete up the top here is the on-off circuit, and that runs all the way along the back here. And then this orange concrete here is the powering circuit to power this dropper back here. So for the sake of convenience, I'm just going to remove this line of redstone up top here because it's not really needed for the purposes of this demonstration. This orange circuit is what I really need to explain. Now, I'm kind of unsure about how this works, but I'm pretty sure it's some sort of clock. Well, actually, I know it's some sort of clock, where this observer detects a change in power level of this redstone dust, transmits it down to here with a signal strength of 15, and then this one has 14. This repeater then gets powered. 1 tick later, this redstone dust here is already unpowered, and it will repower this. So you end up getting pulses through the system pretty constantly. And then because this redstone dust also powers this block, then powers this repeater, which powers the dropper. Now, you may notice that the dropper isn't constantly shooting stuff out or shooting gold out when this repeater here is flashing. That's because behind this glass is a gold pressure plate, a weighted pressure plate. Now, as you see this gold getting picked up by the piglin and converted into other items, you see the pressure plate comes out of its powered position. If I hit F3, you look over to the right, it says power 1. That means that the pressure plate is powered and is thus powering all the adjacent blocks, which includes the dropper. So only when gold is not in this space here can the piglin, or can more gold be dispensed and the piglin pick up the gold. That's essentially to prevent lag and stop things from lagging out the entire server. That's pretty much how the orange circuit there works. Now, if I just put this green circuit back in on top, you can move this line here, this top line of green, anywhere you would like. If you wanted to have it come up, over, and across, and have a button somewhere over where I am now, so long as you connect it up correctly with repeaters and redstone dust and everything, it would work, because over here is a very, very simple contraption. Now, this is a T flip-flop. I'll leave a link in the description below to the person who first designed this, or the most popular video I've seen showing this off. I'm not sure whether it's the first, but this essentially, whenever it gets power, moves this redstone block back and forth, which means that with one button press, you can select whether it's on or off. I really, really like it, and then you can hook this up to a redstone lamp if you want, and use that as a display to show if the contraption is on or off. This top green line can be moved anywhere you want, and so can this T flip-flop, so long as it connects into this redstone line. Now, depending on how long this redstone line is, you may want to put in repeaters, and then as it gets longer, then it just won't lose power. You can do that if you'd like. For the length we've got here, just a normal redstone line will be fine. It's less than 16 blocks. And essentially, on each one of these will be another node of another node, essentially. So that's another contraption. What's the word? Another dropper. Another dropper. There we go. So if I just put over here another dropper, you can see that then this will connect up correctly for this to then be another tile of this system. So another piglin will sit here, producing more and more materials. It's a fairly simple system to put together. Now it does stack up, so the more of these you put together, the more piglins you can have, so long as you have a gold farm that can support the number of piglins that you have. If you run out of gold, then you've got a bit of a different problem. So the other thing I need to demonstrate is just turning this thing on and off. If I push this button, the T flip-flop flicks back and forth, and you can see that over here, all of these repeaters are powered. This repeater powers this block, which keeps this constantly powered, and then if you look over on the right-hand side of the screen, it says triggered true. That essentially means that this is powered and will not dispense out any more gold. It's the same principle as behind the pressure plate, except that it's permanent. The piglin can't exactly pick up something and then it depowers. It's a manual input. Like I said, this thing here, this green line can be moved anywhere else. The lower bit of this green line can't, but this upper bit can. So you can move that wherever you want so that it fits in with the decoration of your room, if you want to decorate it. Now, this farm with more and more piglins produces a lot of items. You can see that this chest is already partly full with a whole bunch of weird stuff. I would recommend putting in a storage system just so that you can sort all the items and then, you know, throw all the gold boots out with like, or the iron boots with like soul speed 1 on them, throw those out, and then keep the soul sand, the obsidian, the leather, the blackstone, etc. Fire resistance could also go into a separate chest if you'd like. So that's really all I've got for today's video. It's fairly simple to put together. I really like piglin bartering. I think it's a really good mechanic to be able to produce renewable resources of obsidian and crying obsidian and gravel, so you don't actually have to go out and get them. It's just getting the piglins into their place that's a bit annoying. The last thing I need to talk about is how you get the piglin into here. So once it's dropped into the hole, you can see I can't actually, I'm trying to click, you might be able to hear it, but I can't place a block here. So what you do is you extend out across a couple of blocks there, grab a piston and a lever, and then you essentially just extend that out, break the piston, and voila. The block is over the piglin's head. Alternatively, you could just use a spawn egg, but that doesn't work for survival. That's all I've really got for today's video. Thank you very much for watching this video. In the background, you can see some other stuff. There's an iron farm, some iron farm tests, a basalt farm, I think, and then obviously this piglin bartering system here. Thanks very much for watching. I've been the Survival Architect. The next video on the channel will be finally another episode of Argus. I've been working on it for a while. It's about halfway done, but another week should be right. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.